Back to the college game. Auburn is moving towards Philip Montgomery as their offensive coordinator with Hugh Freeze, and Ron Roberts is a defensive coordinator. Philip Montgomery's time with Art Briles. What do you remember about Art Briles' offense, and what are some things you liked about it? Because obviously, if he's going to be the OC, Hugh Freeze has his style, but there'll be some Art Briles nuance to it. What did you remember or like about those Art Briles offenses back in the day?
All right, let me just throw out some terms. I loved the aggressiveness, the simplicity. They would attack. They were unafraid completely, those offenses. Corey Coleman and KD Cannon come to mind. It wasn't so much about the quarterback, although the quarterback needed to have good years. They ran it better than what people remember. You know, that was more of a spread running attack than it was a passing attack, although they were able to throw the ball with great efficiency, in particular down the field, very similar to Tennessee. Tennessee's running this offense, right? So if you're wondering, if you're an Auburn fan, it's like, what is this offense going to look like? Just go watch a bunch of the Tennessee games from this last year. It is a half-field vertical passing game predicated on post-snap reads by the wide receiver. You know, it's been well chronicled. I'm sure you guys have read some of those articles and watched some of those breakdowns of what Tennessee was doing with Jalen Hyatt and Hendon Hooker. A lot of people did a really good job, but it really is a simple offense. One of the things that they predicate their offense on is that they only want their wide receivers to be running 100% effort when they're getting the ball. Only team that I've ever heard say that. Normally it's like, hey, any five can get the ball, read it out, you know, put pressure on the defense. What you see from that Baylor offense, and this is, I think, one of the beauties of this offense being forged and born at the high school level, when you have no numbers, you know, one kid that can really do it, two kids that can really do it, and you're like, well, we can't have them running all over and getting tired. And so what they did is they built an offense that everybody knew who you were attacking before the snap. And then based on that, the opposite wide receivers would just kind of like jog off the line of scrimmage and like run a nondescript slant. You know, yeah, it holds the defender, but they're not giving any effort. So I remember that vividly, and talking with Art Briles and Philip Montgomery, by the way, specifically about that. And it blew my mind because I came from the West Coast system that was like, urgency, timing, spacing, let's go, everybody, anybody can get the ball. And this one was very, very much the opposite of that. It had a lot of success at Baylor. It obviously had a lot of success at Tennessee. I think the one thing that I've always questioned about that system is when you get a team that can rush the passer, in particular in the middle, which is what Georgia was able to do, is push the pocket in the middle. It becomes very difficult on the quarterback to make those post-snap downfield reads on what the wide receiver is reading. And that would be the one thing that, like, Auburn better have a very good interior of that offensive line.